Hey Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Men. So we are back for part 4 of Man, I'm Out Here Fighting Demons. If you have made it to part 4, I want to say thank you for just investing your time, and I pray that the Lord blesses you as well. This series was very interesting and just so much full of wisdom, and I know it may not all click just right now, but it's a relationship, it's a process that we still have to go through, including myself. But I did just want to talk about 2 more stories with people that were fighting demons, that were healed of their demons. And then also I want to give us all some tips to help us. Again, you know, it's going to take time to fully receive this help, but I believe that it can be done. As long as we continue to fight, then we shall win the fight. So our next story is coming from Luke chapter 8 verses 40 through 48. Now, picking up where we left off from the 3rd episode, you know, the man that Jesus healed and he showed him how to heal himself. He was like, oh Lord, I just want to stay with you for the rest of my life. This was the young man that was possessed. And then he went throughout the city, and God was like, listen, you have to return to your own house so you can help someone else and show these people how they can fight their demons as well. So Jesus and the young man, Legion, went their own separate ways. So now we're getting into the next story. So, and it came to pass that when Jesus was returned, the people gladly received him, for they were all waiting for him. So Jesus is still just making his way throughout the city, just preaching and teaching people how to fight these demons. And people is waiting for him, like they're super excited to see him. People have been hearing good things. There's been so much talk. People have been witnessing, you know, other people being healed, and they were all just waiting on Jesus. And behold, there came a man named Jarius, and he was the ruler of the synagogue, and he fell down at Jesus' feet and besought him that he would come into his house. So Jesus still making his round through the city, and there was a young man named Jarius that he was a ruler of one of the synagogues, which I believe the synagogues were like temples that people go in and pray. Do your extended research. I do my extended research on that as well. But this young man was the ruler over one of the synagogues, and when he seen Jesus, he just fell down to his feet and just began to worship him like, Jesus, I've been waiting on you. I have some demons that I'm out here fighting. For he had only one daughter, about 12 years of age, and she lay a-dying. But as he went to the people, thronged him. So this young man, Jarius, he only had one daughter. His daughter was the age of 12. And it sounds like when he went to people, it sounded like people kind of bashed him. This word is T-H-R-O-N-G-E-D. So it said he had a 12-year-old daughter that was dying, and when he went to other people, they thronged him, which sounds like they may have cursed him or talked about him. Do your extended research. I will as well. Let's look that word up and see what that word is. And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which has spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any. So this young man named Jarius, he had a daughter that was 12 years old, and all of her life she's been having this issue of blood for 12 years. So her whole life she would go to doctors and nobody could help her with this issue of blood. Came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood ceased. So Jesus walking throughout the city, this young man named Jarius, he sees Jesus, he's fall to his feet, he worship him. And this young man has a daughter that's 12 years old. She's been bleeding for 12 years and no physician has been able to help her. She now sees Jesus and she touches his garment. She touches his clothing and her issue of blood just disappeared. And Jesus said, who touched me? And when all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? And Jesus said, somebody had touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. So Jesus walking through this crowd of people, and you know, everybody bumping people. So Jesus felt when she touched him that he healed her of this blood. And Jesus asked everybody, like, who touched me? And Peter, like, you getting touched everywhere. Like, you know, it's a lot of people out here. We getting bumped and pushed around. Like, people is happy talking and stuff. So, I mean, it could have just been anybody that touched you. Like, you know, it's no big deal. And Jesus is like, no, when somebody touched me, I felt some power go. I felt some healing being released. Something left from my body. So I'm telling you, somebody specifically touched me. And everybody around, they denied. They was like, you know, I didn't touch you. You know, I probably bumped you, but I didn't like touch you purposely. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. So now she kind of put on Front Street, because she's just sitting there. And it said that she came trembling and falling down before him. And she declared to him in front of all the other people that I'm the one that touched you, and I was healed immediately. And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith had made thee whole. Go in peace. So she like, I'm the one that touched you, you know, my bad. I didn't, you know, mean no problem or nothing like that. And he was like, you don't have to explain yourself. You're healed. Like my daughter, you're a child of mine. Due to your faith, when you touched me, you healed yourself. So it was her faith that, see, that was the spiritual connection that she had with him. When he moving our faith already. He teaching everybody how to use faith to heal themselves. So when she touched him, her faith is what healed her. And this is why he was letting them know, like, somebody touched me and I felt something. And he was like, you don't have to apologize about that. It's your faith that healed you immediately. So you're all set. You can go forth in peace. While he yet spake, there come one from the ruler of the synod's house, saying to him, Thy daughter is dead. Trouble not the master. So we're going to start right there. So after this young lady touched Jesus, she's instantly healed due to her faith. And he felt faith when she touched him, so she's healed. And then here comes someone else, and this person is like, listen, my child is gone. Like, I'm out here hearing different things, people throughout the city saying that they're being healed, and my daughter is gone. And he said, Master, trouble not. Like, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to, you know, cause you no trouble. But yeah, my daughter is gone as well. But when Jesus heard it, he answered him, saying, Fear not, believe only, and she shall be made whole. So Jesus keeps telling us, listen, y'all don't have to apologize for fighting demons. Y'all don't have to apologize for going through different things, having these different spirits attached to you. This issue of blood, people being raised from the dead, people being sick for decades, people out here fighting 10 to 7 demons, and, you know, maybe one time they were cast out, but they came back. Jesus said, we do not have to apologize for the things that we're going through, for he already know the things that we're going through. He know that we're down here fighting demons. He's telling us only if we believe, then we can be healed. So when he came into the house, he suffered no man go in, save Peter and James and John, and the father and the mother of the maiden. And all wept and bewailed her. But he said, Weep not, she is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed to scorn, knowing that she was dead. So And just for clarity, we're now reading from Luke chapter 8, verses 49 through 56. So Jesus is out here. The woman of blood has just been healed. Here's another man running up like, Lord, I don't mean to trouble you. I don't, want to bother you or nothing. But my daughter literally just passed away. And, Jesus like, your faith, if you can believe, she's not passed away. She's just taking a nap. So they like, no, I don't think you get it. Like, you need to come in here. So Jesus goes into the house. He said, listen, just Peter, John, and James. I need y'all to come in, and the father and the mother of this child, and that's it. These are the only people I want in here. They go in here, and everybody is crying, and Jesus is like, y'all don't need to cry. Like, she's just taking a nap. And now they're beginning to scorn him. Like, what are you talking? Like, do you not see that this young lady is not breathing? Like, she's not here anymore. Like, what are you talking about? So they began to scorn Jesus. Like, I don't think you understand the multitude of what we're saying. Like, she's not just taking a nap. Like, she's giving up the ghost. And Jesus, like, if y'all can just believe, then she can be made whole. She didn't give up the ghost. So, and they laughed to scorn him, knowing that she was dead. And he put them all out and took her by the hand and called, saying, Maid, arise. And her spirit came again, and she arose straightway, and he commanded to give her meat. And her parents were astonished, but he charged them that they should tell no man what was done. So they laughing at Jesus now. They laughing at him like, bro, you could you in here, what I'm saying? This ain't funny or nothing like that, but I'm telling you that my child is gone. Like, she's lifeless. And you sitting here telling me not to cry? Like, what? Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand. Jesus, like, I need y'all to just get out. Just get out the room. Just get out. Jesus be cutthroat with stuff because, I mean, even in real life, I know, like, I don't know. I know, I be helping us to understand. I'm helping myself to understand. So we be delivering the message. And these are the same things that we go through. Like, sitting here like, bro, what? I don't think you really understand the multitude of that. I'm literally fighting demons behind the scene as well. So I just don't get it. And Jesus is just like, I need y'all to just go. He keeps telling us, like, y'all don't have no faith. Y'all don't have no belief. This is why y'all can't do these things. So when he doing things, we thinking like, oh my God, like, who is this man? Like, he must be doing something else besides having faith, because it don't work for us like that. And that's where we have to check ourselves. That's where we have to start asking, what is faith? How do we get faith? And how do we believe like Jesus was believing to heal these people on sight? It's the same power that God put in him. We have the same power. We just have to learn how to activate that power. Again, now, we are the seed that fall on good ground. So it's going to take time and patience for us to activate that power. We've been out here living, doing different things. What's crazy is, if you sit and think, I sit and thought about this. And of course, it's going to be 10 times harder because you're trying to do something positive. But if you sit and think, we have manifested so many different things in our lives already. We have used faith so many different times already. But it's just now that we're trying to do it for the good. See, it was easy for us to be like, thinking in our mind, this is how we be manifesting, and this is how we have faith. Okay, this is my mind thinking, right? Oh my God, he fine. Like, I want to talk to him. I bet you I'm gonna get his number. And then 5 minutes later, maybe I say something, maybe he say something, and then now we talking. That was the faith that I had. I believed that I was his type. I believed that I could get his number. I believed that I could talk to him, even if it was only for 5 minutes or a week or so, and it worked. Now, when you're trying to fight demons, see, that is what, when you manifest bad stuff, it happens faster than you manifesting good things, because the devil wants us to operate out of bad things. So yeah, I'm knowing that I don't even want to talk to dude for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever it is I want to do with him. But then now I'm trying to manifest, okay, this is my mind thinking, all right, I just don't need to be talking to these dudes like that. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's just not getting me nowhere. It's just a never-ending cycle. Like, how do I love myself? How do I figure out who I am and then, have self-value and different things like that? I don't even think this is like, what? This is gonna take a minute. So when you're trying to think positive, when you're trying to do positive, when you're trying to have faith for the positive, that's going to be a fight. It's easy for you to have faith to believe something bad is going to happen. You done seen it come to pass so many times to where you like, okay, but now we're trying to sit down and reverse the curse. That is going to take a while. That is going to be a literal fight. One minute you're going to be like, okay, like I really do believe that, you know, I'm a good woman and, you know, I deserve a good man that's on my level. I don't have to settle. You have this mustard seed of faith, but then you're fighting demons. You're trying to come out of just, I'm about to get this dude number and it worked. Now you're trying to come out of, okay, let me learn how to be a young lady and attract the men that I need, but I need to learn myself first. So now it's this battle of, okay, let me, you know, learn the word of God. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. And then it's this whole thing, well, I mean, you're doing too much. You ain't really got to do all of that, because all you need to do is just think it and you can get his number. Like, you talk to any dude you want to, but you knowing that you really just don't want to talk to any dude you want to. You want to talk to a man. You don't even want to talk to people. You're over the talking stage. You know you're ready to be somebody's husband. You're ready to be somebody's wife. So now that faith to actually believe that is going to be different than what you see and what you know, because it's just not something that you've been going through, and it's just going to be a fight. So it is going to be a little bit harder fighting these demons, because it's not something that you used to doing. You're used to just going with the flow, like, okay, I'm just going to be depressed. I'm just going to be sad. Okay, I'm just going to keep on talking to dudes or whatever. And I get, one of these times I get lucky, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, that's not how it works. You actually have to, when God says a new mind, like you become a new person, being reborn again is just that. We literally think sometimes that we have to give up the ghost and then we'll have to be born again through our mother womb again. We don't have to do that again. It's literally our mindset. This is why he say we'll be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And it's easier for me to say that, but it's hard to be done. But you still have to have that faith and believe that it can be done. So, I mean, of course, the things that you're seeing is nothing like what you're believing, but that's where faith comes in at. So, of course, this lady has been bleeding for 12 years, but it's where her faith came in at. Somewhere she had the little faith of a mustard seed that one day this can all go away. It's going to take us different steps to see these different things happen, but it can't be done. So we be down here laughing like, Jesus, you got me on this path and I'm still in a cut fighting demons, so I don't really get it. And then he's sitting up there like, you know, just trust the process, keep going with the faith that you do have, and then one day you will see it manifest. The enemy wants us to have things now, like right now, so we can get caught in a strong delusion. If it was meant for us to just be so upright and perfect, it wouldn't be no purpose for faith, hope, a future, none of that, because everything could just be here right now. Again, easier said than done, because of course we would prefer to have everything right now, to wake up and have all of this faith and just be good every day. But that's not how it's going to work, because we have so many different demons that's been attached to us since we've been here. So we have to fight that fight, and with the fight, it's just us believing, it's just us having faith that it can be done. Again, you know, it's going to take some time, maybe some years, but this is the purpose of that. We're reading. There's been people that's been going through this for decades. This young, like 12 years, 30 years, 100 years, that, you know, God telling Abraham and Sarah they about to have one kid, and Sarah laughed as well. Sarah was out here fighting demons. She like, Abraham, you know, we like 100 years old, and you want to tell me that you still talking to God? Now, I don't, you know, handle this. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to our relationship, but I'm just saying, like, I think my days of youth is over. I'm not about to have no kids at 100 years old. So she in her mind fighting demons, like, and she laughed like, bro, this is crazy. This second time I read about somebody laughing, they laughing like, bro, you talking about she good, but she's gone. Like, and Jesus like, just get out. Let me just show you how to just get out. So when he put them out of the room and they came back in, he didn't go in there with nothing. He said, we're not coming in here with nothing. Just, you know, the 3 disciples and then the mother and the father. I want y'all to come in. Then when they tried to crack jokes like he fooling, he was like, just go forth. When they left the room, He grabbed her hand and he was like, arise. And that was it. They came back in like, okay, we're our mind is blown. Like, how did you, like, what is you? And he keeps telling us, that's it. That's it. Again, easier said than done, but that's it. We have to do our extended research to figure, I'm trying to be just like Jesus. Like, you saying stuff and it's happening now. That's the same power that we have. Adam had that same power. Everybody had. When God gave Adam that same power to name everything and to say everything, it's been working like that this whole time. Same thing for us. That's all we have to do is have that faith and believe that whatever we struggling with, whatever it is that we want, this is why God said, write the vision to make it plain, and you gotta wait. We have to wait. Just because we read and we see how quick it was done, times is different. So we are not reading this with the timestamp like, okay, you know, they seen each other at 3 o'clock and then she was healed by 3:01. Again, we don't know how long this actually took. But again, when she touched him, the whole 12 years of her life, she could have had that faith, and immediately. So I do believe that things can be done overnight, period. And it's just based on our faith and how much we believe. And then also, I believe even with the amount of faith and belief that we do have, because we're trying to fight against, we're trying to go against the grain, we're trying to go against the generational curse, we're trying to reverse the curse, then it's still going to be that fight as well. And it's still going to take us some time. These are very beautiful testimonies. These are testimonies to let us know that it can be done. So this is why I encourage you to read for your own eyes. I know we go over it. I know I'm, giving a good explanation of it, but read for yourself. That way it's in your own heart, so you can have it as well. So you can get your own revelation as well. When you go in and read, you'll get your own revelation as well. You may understand it how I, explained it. You may get something different. You read it, one of them demons might fall off of you. So I'm not just going to give you information. I'm going to always tell you to do your extended research. That's just like the seed. That's just like the group of people that fell by the wayside. They was good. They was happy getting the information. But then when temptation came, they got choked up, and then it was easy for them to go away. So it's good to get the information and watch me, and even myself watching and being like, okay, Lord, we're gonna go ahead and drop this message real quick. But we all, including myself, still have to continue to go forth. That way when temptation come up, we can be good. Like, I'm straight on being tempted, because I'm already knowing this is nothing but a test. My faith is stronger than that. My belief is stronger than that. So after watching this series, do your extended research for yourself. So you doing that, you're getting a relationship with God. You're building a stronger relationship with him. And this is also building your faith and your belief as well. Every man is going to have their own time. Don't measure your faith, which, we can be guilty of that. Don't measure what's going on in your life by someone else's life. It's just because we can't do that anyway. It's so hard. Like, we shouldn't compare anyway. Easier said than done, but we shouldn't compare, because you don't know how many demons I'm fighting with. I don't know how many demons you fighting with. So we can't sit up here and be like, oh my God, like, she got more faith than me because of this and that. At the appointed time, everything that you believe will come to pass. At the appointed time, everything that I believe will come to pass. This is why we have to, with the obedience and discipline, mind our business and stay in our own office. Because we all have the same Spirit of God. We all were made in the same image of God. We all have the same power, but we are all in different offices. We're all dealing with different things. So we are to mind our business and stay in our own office. This may take some time for you and may take some time for me, but with faith, we've read it, we've seen it, we've witnessed it. It can be done. We can fight these demons. I'm ready to throw hands. We can fight these demons and we can win. So that was the purpose of this series, showing us that it can be done. It can be done. We do not have to keep struggling with these strong delusions. These things be starting up in our mind, different things that's hereditary in the family. We do not have to live like that. We don't. So now we can go over into Luke chapter 9 verses 1 through 4. And again, Jesus is going to tell us how we can cure disease, how we can fight these demons. Again, this is belief. When we start talking about curing stuff, especially on the internet, people don't even like the word cure. We're really just supposed to say prevent and maintain and balance. This is a whole nother level of faith when you start saying cure. This is where faith and belief comes in at that y'all ain't about to tell me I got something that I can't get rid of, or something that I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. So that is the difference between us and other people. We're the seed that's going to fall on good ground. We're going to say, no, this can be cured. So we're going to take this message and say it can be cured, not just covered up, not just laying dormant. We can literally cure these diseases. And this is how Jesus said that we can do it. It's just going to take you believing that and waiting on it. And then we'll see in the future. He said, and he called his 12 disciples together and gave them power and authority over all devils and to cure diseases. That's it. When they left that room and they came back and said, oh my God, you know, raised her from the dead. How did you do that? He said, come on, y'all. We need to talk. We need to talk. This is how you do it. I'm giving you power. Me telling you to believe and me telling you to have faith, that is the power. That's it. You don't need a broomstick. You don't need to sit around candles on a full moon, a blood moon, a half moon at 12 o'clock on October, Halloween, the New Year. You don't have to do none of that. Faith and belief is spirit. So it's not even something that you're going to see. It's something that you feel. So I'm giving y'all power to trample over all devils, all of them. He didn't say some. He didn't say, okay, maybe a few. He said all devils, authority over all devils, and to cure disease. He's telling us the way that we cure disease, we already have this power. The power is not something that somebody's going to see. It's not something that the doctors done written up. The power is in us. So when he walked through the city, he didn't have nothing on him. The power was always in him. When the young lady touched his clothes, it wasn't the clothes. It was the power that Jesus had on him. This power that he had was faith. He said, y'all have the same power and authority over all devils to cure disease. That's how he's telling us this word. Again, we'll leave off this video and be like, okay, I'm good. It's going to be a fight because we're fighting demons. The devil doesn't want us to have this information to cure disease. The devil don't even want us to think that it's possible. That is where the fight happens. We have to fight to believe that we can cure these things. Whatever it is that we've been told, whatever it is that we heard, we have to go against that. When you go against that, that's when the war begins. But it can be done. We've seen it on 4 different episodes be done. We're reading it ourselves and we're seeing it happening in our own lives at the appointed time that it could be done. He said, and he sent them to preach the kingdom of God and to heal the sick. That's it. He gave them faith and belief, and he sent them about their way and said, y'all go help some other people, go cure disease and go heal the sick, and tell them how to do it. Y'all see me do it. All they're doing is believing, and it's going to just happen immediately, just like that. He also told them and said unto them, take nothing for your journey, neither staves, nor script, nor bread, neither money, neither have 2 pieces, neither have 2 coats apiece. This is where he's telling us right here. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need food. You don't need money. You don't need water. You don't need coats. You don't need stones. You don't need brooms. You don't need candles. What's some other things? What this generation out here doing? You don't need to be caught in a strong delusion. You don't need to be married. You don't need to be single. You don't need to do or have nothing but faith and belief. And then he sent them on their way. So he didn't give them nothing. He said you don't need no script. You don't need no 2 pieces of coat. You don't need no money. You don't need no bread. All you need is the power that you have. That power is faith and belief. Which means that you going there, you're just going to believe that it can happen. That is the power that God operates on. That's the same power that I done seen from reading Genesis and so forth. That is all he is going to say. That's all he's ever going to say to us in general about anything. Believe. Again, there's 4 different types of people in this world that's going to go about fighting their demons. You have the people that's going to fall on the rock, people that's going to fall by the wayside, people that's going to fall by the thorn, and there's going to be people that fall on good ground. All of these people know how to manifest. All of these people know how to believe in some way, shape, or form. All of these people have the power of God. It's how they choose to use it. So some people that fall by the wayside, they're going to get the power, they're going to use the information, but when temptation come, when these demons come, they're going to give up the fight. So they're going to lose. Then there's going to be a group of people that get the information, but when their riches come, when their manifesting come, when what they believe in their heart, when they see it, they're going to get choked up by the riches, by the materialistic things. So they're going to fall away. Then there's going to be this other group of people that they're going to get the information. They're going to be good for a season, but then they're just going to stop believing in general. Then you have us, the group of people that get this information, and with the honest heart, we're going to choose to continue to fight these demons no matter what. We're still going to be tempted. We're still going to see things come to pass. We're still going to be going through different things, maybe still even sickness in our body, but in our hearts, with the honest hearts, we're going to believe. He said with faith, the seed that falls on good ground, with faith and an honest heart, they're going to multiply tenfold with patience. It's going to take us some time to fight these demons. We've been fighting the demon of depression for years. It's going to take time because we have to go in and figure out why. This is when you're doing the extended research. Is this hereditary? Where did this come from? What made me feel depressed? What happened in my life? So it's going to come a time where you have to go back to these places. You have to read and see what happened. What happened? You're going to have to cut people off. You're going to have to go through different things, but you still believe in your heart that I'm not going to always be depressed. One day, you're not going to be depressed. And that's due to your faith and your belief. You don't need nothing else. You don't need no script to help you get over depression, because I've heard it. That script be helping to make it worse. Some of these medications begin you caught in a stronger delusion. So you went in with just a migraine. Now you hallucinating. But this is the stuff that, you know, it's illegal for us to talk about, and, you know, channels get striked and all that. We dropping this information raw here. This is what we're here for. We can't be sugarcoating information, because that's not how we help. So on this channel, we do what God asks us to do first, and then we'll deal with the consequences later. It don't matter if 1 or 2 people got the message, they got the message. So, you know, I be trying to, you know, follow the guidelines, different stuff like that. But we're still going to get the message out here. And God said we don't need no script. I get it that, you know, some people were born certain ways. It's just based on our belief. Then some of the people we be around, they'll help our disbelief. This is why we got to be careful of the people we're around. Keep our friends close. Keep our families closer. Because we'll be thinking that, okay, I'm depressed now, but I really feel like in my heart, this not going to last forever. Then the people you will be around, they'll keep keeping you in that strong delusion. People will purposely keep you in that strong delusion, whether they know what they're doing or not. And then that's why it's 10 times harder. So you're going to have to fight for that. You're either going to say, see, you will be like, okay, I'm battling something and I feel like I can get out of this. But then you will be around people and they'll just keep putting it on you 10 times more. Like, you will never get out of that. You're not knowing that these people don't like you, that the demons that's in them is fighting you. So so now it's an attack. So now that people are around, they'll just keep saying things over and over again, keep saying stuff. That's when you're manifesting stuff. That's when you're believing and having faith for stuff. These people around you, they just keep saying it too. Like, oh my gosh, she always sad when she come around. She depressed. Like, bro, she always sad. If you don't fight against that and be like, no, I'm not going to let you speak like that over my life because I'm happy. Like, if you don't fight them demons, it's going to be 10 times worse. That is where you have to do the additional work. Bump the script. And like I said, you know, I try to speak with wisdom and not try to come too hard on these videos to where, bro, somebody else could be watching and be like, bro, she's sitting here saying all of that and she probably be dealing with stuff, or she don't even understand how long I've been going through this. So I try to be wise, but I'm trying to help us, include myself, to see this in another light, to begin to use the power of God. So take this with wisdom, take this with love. But this is what I'm getting from God. He said we don't need the script. So the medicine that we've been on, we don't need it. We don't need it. Somebody put us on this because it helped us, but only you know how you feel taking this stuff. Period. Whether it's a lower, whether it's a higher, like in general, nobody wants to take medicine in general. God's telling us we don't need it. That's if we believe that. We don't need it. We don't need no script. We don't need no food. We don't need no money. We don't need no nothing. Now again, that sounds quite like, bro, I do need money, bro. Like, I do need a job. I do need a house. I do need somewhere to stay. Like, she fooling. But that's because we've been operating so much by the physical. Of course we need these things. But God is telling us to be wise with these things. We need to have faith. And then all these other things will be added unto us. See, we did it backwards. We got these things first. So that's now we feel like, bro, if I don't got no shoes, then what? See, it was done kind of backwards. We were supposed to be trained up in a way we should go with faith and belief first. Seek ye first. And then all these things will be added unto us. But we had all these things added unto us, which is still, God understands that. We had children, we had to take care of our children. He get that. But it's the way how things have went. Because I've seen people, I know people that put the material things before anything else. So now they have groomed the children to just believe that that is, if you have anything less than some J's, then you're not worthy. So that's what I'm saying by that. Of course we need shoes, but some people have put people into these boxes of materialistic things to where that's why they feel like that. If you have anything less than J's, you can't hang with me. If you make less than, just like the women I heard saying, well, if he don't make $1 million a year, then he can't tell he a high value. And we ain't even high value. Well, we be fighting demons. We be fighting demons. So we have to learn how to balance the spirit realm and the physical realm. But we really need to work more in the spirit realm and believe that all this other stuff can be added unto us. So this message is just going to go, this is going to work off our belief. Period. Anything we do is going to work off our belief. So some other things that we can do to help us, I think in part 1 or part 2, I listed some of these demons. Again, these are just not words like depression, anxiety, obesity, being broke. These are not just words. These are not just terms. These are literal lifestyles. Because we literally know somebody with anxiety. So how is it that that's just a word? That's not a word. That's a feeling. So we have to bring those feelings out. And we don't even know. This is why we started this series. Because people will be like out here like, man, I'm out here fighting demons. And I started questioning, if you know you fighting something, what are you fighting? us doing our extended research, because we're trying to get out of these battles that we having, we're going to have to write these demons down. In part 1 or part 2, I believe in one of those description sections, I listed a whole bunch of demons. Now, for our extended research, what I want us to do in this description, I'm going to leave 2 videos. And I want you to, this is for those of us that want to fall on good ground, and we're still going to be fighting, but with patience, we're going to believe that our lives can change. So we have to learn about fasting, because Jesus told us that some of these demons you can fight all day. Some of them it's only going to come out by fasting and prayer. So we have to learn about fasting and how that works. This is the extra step. I'm going to leave you 2 powerful videos where these doctors, they go over the benefits of fasting and let you know how that ties in with the spirit. And then what I'm recommending for us to fight demons, just starting small. First time somebody starts talking about fasting, we be like, bro, I can't live without food. Like, she fooling. Again, it's your belief. When you begin to fast, that's if you believe you can do it. So I'm going to leave 2 videos to recommend that you watch to even learn what fasting is. And then when you get to the point of you're ready to fight demons, this is step 1. Watch the videos, learn about fasting. Step 2, alone in privacy, write the vision and make it plain, and then wait on it. And at the appointed time, it shall come to pass. This vision that we're specifically writing is fighting these demons. However many demons you have, this might take weeks for you to get all of them out. Cast all of them out on paper. Write them down 1 to 1,000, however many it is. Understand that demons is literally anything that you're going through that's not normal. We think it's normal, but it's not normal. Being sad is a demon. Being lustful is a demon. Fighting people, like physically fighting people, that's a demon. Depression is a demon. Anxiety is a demon. Taking medication, we don't need no medication, so what we're trying to cure, that's a demon. You're going to call out all of these demons on paper, however many it is. Being angry, not having faith, these are all demons. Call out these demons, and then go on a 3-day fast. After you get the information, you learn the information, this is just going to work with your belief. If you believe you can fast for 3 days and don't eat and don't drink, but when you do that, go in, and when you do this, you're going to be casting out them demons. When you fast, you put the body and the mind into the spiritual realm. People's not going to understand the parable of you fasting. So this is why this is done in private. We're starting off small here, doing the 3-day fast, so we can just learn how to do different things that God tells us to do, right? So when you begin to fast, you're physically still going to be here. People are going to see you, right? Like, you're still going to be alive and stuff, but you're going to be in the spirit realm. That's the fastest way to get in the spirit realm. Fasting is the fastest way to get into the spirit realm. When you do that, don't be afraid. Just don't be scared. It's nothing to be scared of. Going into this, the first thing I want you to do is ask Jesus to cover you in the blood of Jesus Christ. You need the whole armor of God on, because the devil's going to try to fight you, make you think you crazy, might make you think you hallucinating. He might try to make you think that there's different stuff going on. Listen, some people might even make you think that you are doing some form of witchcraft and you are not. Do your extended research. Fasting is something that people don't like to talk about, people don't like to do because they don't really understand it. But I'm telling you, this might not just work the first fast. We might have to fast a while before we see this. But God already told us with patience, it can be done. The first thing I want you to do is watch the recommended videos about fasting, what it is, the benefits of fasting. Then I want you to ask the Lord Jesus Christ to cover you in his blood so you can be safe when you're doing this. And then I want you to write down all of these demons. And then on the 3-day fast, no food, no water. I know she probably fooling. Just trust me here. Have faith. I mean, you can drink water if you want to. Our whole thing is no food. We're trying to detach from food. Then call these demons out by their names. You may feel different. You may hear something because spirits is real. The spirit realm is real. So you may hear something. Again, you are not crazy. You are not delusional. You are not doing nothing that's wild. When you do your extended research, you'll begin to see that these are the different things that have to happen. So this information is going to help someone, and I pray that it does. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. The demons that we've been out here fighting, it's been going on for too many decades. We're tired of living like this. We tired of living like this. We tired of feeling like this. We tired of just going with the flow. And we know it's not normal. This not normal for us to just be like, man, I'm out here fighting demons. Man, I hate it here. We shouldn't be thinking like that. We shouldn't be feeling like that. When God already told us everything that he made here was good. The 7 days we get out of the week is good. So how are we having bad days? The body we have, we don't need no surgery. We don't need no script. We don't need no injections. We don't need no nothing. The body we have is good. So for us not to feel good, something is off. This is why we're going into the spirit realm to figure out what is off. God said, let he that has an ear hear what the spirit is saying into the church. This is the church. I have some ears. I'm trying to hear what you're saying in the spirit realm. So that works better when you fast. Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man, do your extended research. Go back, watch. We have 1 through 4. Read the description section so you can get the different information. And then when you feel like the time is right, take this information and apply it. And this is going to work with belief. Again, it's just easy to be like, all right, I'm about to go write this down right now. Okay, I cast out the spirit of depression, and then, all right, they gone. It's still going to take time because the enemy's going to be mad that you're even trying to take these steps. And also to touch up with that, after you write them out, so after you cast them out, something that I like to do is follow up with what Jesus did. What he did was, let me see. So after, this is where we're getting this from. Let me pull up my notes really quick. We're getting this information from part 1 of Explain, Man, I'm Out Here Fighting Demons. Because Jesus told us the first man, the young man he walked up on, the young man was fighting demons his whole life. And then this is exactly what he did to cast the demons out. Let me see if I can find my notes, because I want us to touch this up as well. And this might seem like it's all over the place, so I'll leave these steps down below as well in the description section. That way we can be on track. But after, when we're in our 3 days of fasting and we're casting out these demons, what we're going to do is Mark chapter 9 verses 23. This is what Jesus did. Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believe. He rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him, and enter no more into him. So that's what we're doing. We're writing these spirits down, and that's the sentence I like to say. So I just recommend that we say that, like, I rebuke the spirit of depression to come out of me and enter into me no more, in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. I just put together what Jesus did, what he said, and then I just listed all of the other demons that I had as well. So that's an extra step. Again, I will leave that information down below in the description. So if you're interested, you can, follow those steps. And I believe that we can be healed. It's going to take some time, but this is something that we're just going to keep doing over and over and over again. Later on in our relationship in this channel, I'll be able to provide some more information, but this series provided a lot of information on how we can at least get started and understand what it is to even say we're fighting demons. So God bless you. Alexis loves you. Let's put on our gloves and let's fight these demons. because I believe that it can be done for us. As long as you believe, we believe, then it is going to be done. Alexis loves you. Mwah.